Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Talking Crazy Sports. We still talking crazy, but this shit is strictly sports, man. You know, over here, you know what I'm saying? We talking crazy, giving straight raw and uncut sports topics, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking my shit on this bitch. You know, me, I ain't gonna cut no corners. I'm gonna say what it is. I'm gonna call it how it is. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm the nigga on this platform. I'm talking crazy sports. Gonna say the shit they can't say on ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS, and all the other shit that you see on TV. Just like how I'm cursing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm cursing while I'm giving out my sports topics, saying what I gotta say about what's going on currently in sports right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got another good episode tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's December. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about from college football. Bowl season started. The college football playoffs start this weekend. We got Texas high school football. The state championship games is this weekend. We got the NFL to talk about. Gonna definitely touch on Cena's last match. You know what I'm saying? If you're a wrestling fan, this is gonna be a good one for you too. Definitely got to touch into some NBA. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to talk about tonight. But you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Get your popcorn ready, pour you up a drink. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to listen to the shit I'm about to talk about. But before we get right into it, chat, as I look into the camera, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I only got like 40-some subscribers, and I really kind of feel a way about this shit, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get them subscribers up, chat. So this is what we're going to do. I'm finna go ahead and pull me up, get ready for this episode, you know what I'm saying? As I pull me up and have a little silence, you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this video. So I'm looking at you right now. As you're watching this video, go ahead and subscribe as I pull myself up. I hope you do subscribe because I'm finishing pulling myself up. I'm actually gonna take a shot too so I can get loose like how I want to. You know what I'm saying? I hope you done subscribe because we about to get right into it. All right, now I hope you done subscribe, motherfuckers. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. Now let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in sports. You know what I'm saying? We're going to dive right into college football. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to touch on this. You know what I'm saying? It's bowl season. It's bowl season going on right now in college football, and I wanted to touch on the Celebration Bowl between PV versus South Carolina State. You know what I'm saying? Which is the HBCU National Championship. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it and talk about that game. So yeah, so South Carolina defeat Prairie View A&M University 40-38 in 4 overtimes to win the HBCU National Championship, which is considered the Celebration Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But South Carolina State scored the game-winning touchdown and win the game in the 4th overtime, which was a very controversial play where everybody said that wasn't the touchdown right there from Smith. You know what I'm saying? When South Carolina scored on that touchdown in the 4th overtime. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, South Carolina State became the HBCU national champions, you know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of controversy from that, man. That was a good-ass game. That was probably the best Celebration Bowl I'd ever seen, you know what I'm saying? I always watch the Celebration Bowl every year, you know what I'm saying? Being an HBCU alumni myself, going to Texas Southern University, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to see whoever going to represent the SWAC go against the MEAC, you know what I'm saying? So apparently our rivals, Prairie View, was the ones going against South Carolina State. So, of course, you know I'm tuned in because, you know, PV like my second school. I damn near know everybody at PV like I went there. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely tapped in, you know what I'm saying? That was a good-ass game, bro. It's a good-ass game. Went to 4 overtimes, nigga. I ain't know when that game was going to end, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good-ass game. But we could just talk about what everybody was talking about after the end of the game. When South Carolina beat Prairie View 40-38, the main talk, we're going to just jump right into it. The main question everybody was asking after that game when South Carolina State beat PV was that touchdown in the 4th overtime, was that a touchdown? Did Prairie View get hold and get robbed? Did PV get robbed for that on that touchdown by South Carolina State in the 4th overtime for South Carolina State to win the game? The answer is yes. PV got robbed for shit show. Like, there's no question about it. PV got robbed for show. That was not a touchdown, bro. That was not a touchdown. If you know football, you know if in order for that to have been a touchdown, the dude should have broke the plane with the ball. If you clearly watch the replay, he did not broke the plane with the ball. He broke the plane with the plane with his hand, but before and when he was already out of bounds, he was already out of bounds when he broke the plane with his hand. So that was clearly not no fucking touchdown ball. PV got robbed for shit show. The question is, everybody saying, did PV get robbed? They get robbed from South Carolina State, and they did. They got fucking robbed, bro. That was clearly not a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He did not break the plane with the ball. He broke the plane with his hand, but he was already out of bounds, and that was clearly not a fucking touchdown. So yes, PV did get robbed for sure. There's no questions about it. PV did get robbed. But, hey, by PV folks, I'm going to keep it real. We ain't going to act like y'all had multiple chances to win that game. We ain't going to act like y'all was up 21-0 at halftime and look like y'all was about to blow these niggas out the whole game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, PV done won swag. They blowing these niggas out 21-0 at halftime. They finna win the Celebration Bowl. They finna be talking crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't how it went. South Carolina State came back. You know what I'm saying? They forced overtime. And we ain't gonna act like y'all had a chance to win the game missing that field goal. Because before that, on the second overtime, that dude caught that pick. You know what I'm saying? When it was South Carolina State chance to score on the first drive, the dude caught that pick. When we caught that pick, I was like, damn, this shit finna be over. Like, you know what I'm saying? They from the PV, from the score. All PV need to do was score. They didn't have to score a touchdown. They just needed a score to win the game. And the nigga missed the field goal wide right. I was like, is you kidding me, bro? I was like, damn, these niggas lost. These niggas couldn't even make the field goal, bro. And that's what happened. And then South Carolina came, you know what I'm saying, scored that touchdown. That really wasn't a touchdown. But to be honest, bro, I think the Riffs got to a point they was like, man, we finna just get this game over with, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said, fuck it, we in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's going to 4 overtimes. These niggas ain't scoring. We trying to get out this game, so we go turn up for the night. You know what I'm saying? So they said fucking gave them the touchdown, which is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna act like PV. Y'all had multiple chances to win the game. Y'all did. And that last play, I feel like that was a bad play call by the coach, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like y'all could have ran something different to score on that last play. But, hey, shit happens. So, yeah, PV did get robbed on that play, but PV did have multiple chances to win that game. But, man, PV future bright, you know what I'm saying? They had got a first-year head coach. They won them a SWAC championship and took them to the Celebration Bowl. They're going to be – PV damn near the new powerhouse in the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna be good next year. Shit, Southern probably gonna be good next year with hiring Marshall Falk as their new head coach. Grambling, they ain't nothing to play with. They gonna be good. And my alma mater, TSU, just had their first winning season in God knows how long. So they definitely gonna be good next year too. So the SWAC HBCU football gonna be something to see next year for sure. I can't wait to see it. That Celebration Bowl was a great ass game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to both South Carolina and Prairie View for making a good ass, classic ass Celebration Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to shed more light to the HBCU sports and HBCU football now that I know it ain't really kind of been the same since Prime left, you know what I'm saying? Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, when he left Jackson State. I know first take sometimes they be going over to different HBCUs and spotlighting them, you know what I'm saying? But I think we got to get back because it is some good football going on in HBCU football. It is some good sports going on in the HBCUs. And I think we need to shed light to that. And I want to shed more light to that for sure. You know what I'm saying? I know basketball season about to start. I'm definitely going to start tapping in to college basketball and also HBCU college basketball. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good ass celebration, but I just had to touch on that. PV most definitely got robbed on that play, but PV did have multiple chances to win that game. So yeah, you could say PV got robbed for that play. It wasn't a touchdown. Everybody knew it wasn't a touchdown. Even the commentators even say that wasn't a touchdown. They was shocked as hell when they said it stand and it was a touchdown. They was like, oh my God, what? I was like, damn, like they really gave him this touchdown, bro. This shit is crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to South Carolina State. Shout out to that boy Jordan Smith. That boy was going the fuck off that game. Number 5 from South Carolina State. It's like PV couldn't even stop that, man. Like, it's like every time he was getting the ball every play. PV knew he was getting the ball. He was still going the fuck out. That's what was tripping me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at his stats right now. He had 9 receptions for 152 yards and 2 tuds, and he also had a rushing TD, so he had 3 touchdowns throughout the whole game, bro. Like, that man could not be fucking stopped. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He was going the fuck off, and crazy thing about it, South Carolina State starting quarterback had got hurt. They second string quarterback had to step in the second quarter. So shit, like, for them to still win that hoe and still come back on PV with a second string quarterback, shit, that shit crazy. But hey, PV is our rival, so I was kind of a little happy that the niggas lost. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Because boy, if they would have won, they would have been talking crazy ass shit. Like, yeah, but yeah, bro. I wanted to touch on that because that was the talk everybody was talking about throughout the weekend after that game. Did PV get hold on that play? And they did. They did. But y'all had multiple chances to win. It's really no excuse why y'all was up 21-0 and y'all let these niggas come back. Like, I can understand if you let them niggas score and then you score and you'd be like 28-7 or some shit like that. But you let them niggas score 21 unanswered points to tie the game, that shit is crazy. Crazy as fuck. But now let's move on. You know what I'm saying? So boom, you know, Texas high school football state championships is this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got some big matchups, man. We got Houston versus Dallas in all 3 of the big matchup games. We got Houston versus Dallas in all 3 big matchup games. We got Sock versus Richmond Randall. We got DeSoto versus Seed King, and we got North Shore versus Duncanville, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Houston versus Dallas going on in the Texas High School State Playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing all over the internet, you know what I'm saying, these Dallas motherfuckers talking shit, talking about some, you know what I'm saying? Dallas got the best football in Texas. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go 3-0. We gonna sweep Houston. Houston ain't fucking with us, woo-woo. The Sock, DeSoto, Duncanville, they all gonna win, woo-woo. We gonna go 3-0. We gonna sweep. Well, I got something to say about to you Dallas motherfuckers that y'all think y'all gonna sweep Houston. Y'all ain't sweeping shit. Y'all crazy as hell, and y'all think y'all gonna sweep us, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got something to say about this. Nigga, No Show, Seed King, and Richmond Round got something to say about that, nigga. We gonna go down 45 all the way to Jerry Ward, and we gonna put belt to motherfucking ass on fucking all them data schools, and I stamped that, man. Stop playing with us, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be biased. Dallas got some, DeSoto some dogs. They did beat the #1 team in South Lake Carroll, you know what I'm saying, in that game, you know what I'm saying? They stamped it. I give it, I'm calling how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Duncanville did beat Allen, who was #2. You know what I'm saying? And Sock, we already know what Sock do. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't worried about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. That boy, #5 from DeSoto, Sherrod Baker, man, that 99-yard touchdown he had at the end to close that game out against Carroll, that shit was crazy as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? I heard bro been averaging at least 3+ touchdowns all playoffs. So I ain't gonna lie, that nigga a dog. You know what I'm saying? But man, we ain't worried about none of that. Seed King ain't worried about none of that. Fucking North Shore, this is the 6th time in 8 years North Shore playing Duncanville. You know what I'm saying? You already know North Shore already win the series 3-2, and it's gonna be 4-2 after this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You know, Duncanville, they North Shore little bros. You know what I'm saying? They already Duncanville North Shore little bros, and North Shore been putting belt to ass to every team they've been playing in the playoffs. Ever since they got shut out by Summer Creek in their season finale, they've been putting belt to ass from everybody in the playoffs, from Dickinson. And I went to the Lake Travis game. I ain't never seen Lake Travis look that bad, ever. So yeah, we ain't worried about no daddies niggas. And I'm calling all you daddies motherfuckers out. If you think y'all gonna sweep, y'all gonna sweep Houston, y'all crazy as hell, nigga. H-Time coming down all the way to Dallas and putting built the ass all on them data schools. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like y'all gonna sweep us, put your money up. I don't think y'all gonna sweep us. I ain't say all the Houston schools gonna win. I ain't even saying that. I ain't gonna be that damn biased. But y'all ain't sweeping shit. And if you think y'all gonna sweep us, put your money up. My bet is that y'all ain't gonna sweep us. Y'all not going 3-0 against the Houston schools, nigga. And I stamped that. And if you and the whole city of Houston can stamp that too. They are behind me. So let's get it on. Like, if y'all think that's what y'all gonna do, then comment below. Who wanna put their money up? Straight like that. Straight like that, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I can't wait to see these state games. You know what I'm saying? If we can actually get a real Houston versus Dallas state matchups, it's gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just feel like, honestly, if I gotta be real, I don't really know too much about Richmond Randall. I done heard they're very good, but man, Sock be fucking North Shore in the beginning of the season. Shit, Sock damn near could be a 6A school. How good them niggas is, you know what I'm saying? But because they enrollment low, you know what I'm saying, they got to keep them 5A. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I got Sock fuck around beat Randall. Uh, man, DeSoto always been good. Even when I was in fucking high school, I got hella partners that went to DeSoto, and DeSoto always been fucking good. You know what I'm saying? I think this DeSoto Seed King matchup is gonna be just like how it was when DeSoto played Summer Creek 2 years ago, and fucking DeSoto beat the fuck out of Summer Creek. I think they put up 70 on them niggas. Like, I don't think Seed King ever matched up with a team like DeSoto and been this far. So it's gonna be definitely like a rude awakening for them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, you know what I'm saying? But man, how the Soto head coach Cloud Mathis look after that South Lake Hill game when that nigga was saying somebody said the Soto fell off, he was just going crazy like. Yeah, when I seen that post game interview, I said, yeah, the Soto fuck around and win. Like, them niggas ain't playing. Like, he ain't playing, and the Soto ain't fucking playing. So, man, we gonna see about that. And also too, I just feel like, man, North Shore versus Duncanville got to be one of the greatest rivalries in all of Texas high school football. Like, I just feel like that season finale game, because I went to that game too when Summer Creek played North Shore, and Summer Creek shut them niggas out. Like, I ain't never seen it. So North Shore, I think that was North Shore first home lost in 10 plus years. And I'm leaving the game and I'm talking to the staff from North Shore. They say they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Like, so that was crazy. I think after that game, that shit woke them up. I feel like they needed that. Because after that game, they've been blowing everybody out since then. But don't get me wrong, Duncanville tough too. Like, Duncanville just beat Allen. I was shocked about that. And Allen #2 in the state. I was shocked about that. So this North Shore versus Duncanville game Saturday gonna be a classic. It's gonna be like how it was a couple of years ago when North Shore won on that Hail Mary. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of them type of games for sure. Like, it ain't gonna be just no blowout. The only game that I could really call that's probably gonna be a blowout is the Soto versus Seed King. But that North Shore versus Duncanville game, that shit gonna be an instant fucking classic. And I cannot wait to see this shit. I cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? I fuck around, go to Dallas to watch the games in person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in Jerry World. I want to see what that shit about. You know what I'm saying? Of course, don't let a Houston team win, because I'm gonna be talking about shit and I don't give a fuck who got a problem with it, who wanna do somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'll be talking shit, motherfucker. So yeah. So if y'all think you Dallas motherfuckers, you really think y'all gonna sweep us Houston teams? Y'all crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But Dallas got some dogs, though. I'm gonna keep it real. Dallas got some dogs. But see, the difference between Dallas football in Houston football, see, Dallas is smaller. So all them schools like DeSoto, Duncanville, Cedar Hill, Lancaster, all them schools on the outskirts, it's only one school in that district. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's us, we're bigger, so it's multiple schools. It's multiple schools in one district. So like a school like the school I went to, Westfield, we got 3 high schools. So in Dallas, them 3 high schools will all be going to one school, if that makes sense. So all their talent plays with each other, whereas as us, all our talent is separated from each other. If that makes sense. So that's really the difference between Dallas and Houston football. Houston got dogs too. You know what I'm saying? We got dogs too, but we don't play with each other because it's more schools, because Houston is bigger. Houston is bigger than Dallas. So it's more schools. So we don't all play with each other. As far as it's Dallas, they all play with each other. So everybody who live in DeSoto ain't got like 2-3 high schools, like how it would be in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So they all play with each other. That's the difference between Houston versus Dallas. Dallas, they all play with each other. Houston talent is all spread it out. But don't get me wrong, North Shore is kind of like North Shore is like it's North Shore. They all play with each other too, because it's a North Shore middle school, North Shore elementary. So they all been playing with each other since elementary. And since it's Little League, so when they get to high school, the chemistry is right there. So that's what makes them niggas so good too. But yeah, that's the difference between Dallas versus Houston football. But at the end of the day, we all know who got the best fucking football in the state, and that's Texas. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with Texas. Cali ain't fucking with us. Florida ain't fucking with us. Georgia ain't fucking with us. Nobody fucking with Texas when it comes to high school football. And I fucking stamp that. And that's facts. But now we done. We're gonna move on to some NFL talk. You know what I'm saying? You know the season almost coming to an end, so we're gonna move on to the NFL. So the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chargers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 16-13 at Kansas City, with the Chargers improving to 10-4, and the Chiefs now being 6-8. With that loss, with the Chiefs losing that game, that eliminated them from the playoffs. They're out of playoff contention. That eliminated them from the playoffs, and that's the first time they've been eliminated from the playoffs since Mahomes been there. So since Mahomes been there, they made the playoffs every year. Of course, either went to the AFC Championship or went to the Super Bowl. But 2 minutes at the 2 minutes left at that game, Mahomes did go down with a knee injury, and it looks like he tore his ACL. So the talk around, everybody been talking about, is the Chiefs dynasty over? Will the Chiefs bounce back? Will the Chiefs ever be good again? I feel like, the Chiefs are going to for sure bounce back for sure. Like, this ain't the end of the dynasty. You know what I'm saying? This was just a down year for them. But I honestly feel like after this year, this is the time for them to regroup, because even last year, even though they went to the Super Bowl last year, it was still during the season where it's like the Chiefs is something missing. Like, they ain't what we used to see from the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So this is the perfect time for them to regroup and get some more pieces together. So when Patrick Mahomes come back, they could get back to what they used to be. First off, they gotta get a legit running back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kareem Hunt, he's just not that, and Pacheco isn't what they expected him to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Pacheco ain't living up to his hype. So they need to get a legit running back. Travis Kelce, I'm sorry to say it, but you got to retire, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been a great career. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes out. You know what I'm saying? He going to be out, and he probably going to come back later on this season next year. And you're not the same no more. You can't do the same stuff like you used to. You need to go ahead and retire, my dog. You know what I'm saying? You had a great career. You're a first ballot Hall of Fame. You're one of the greatest tight ends of all time. But it's time to hang it up. Travis Kelce got to go. You know what I'm saying? We tired of seeing Taylor Swift ass every time you score a touchdown, every time you get the fucking ball. So, you know what I'm saying? It's time for Travis Kelce to retire. So they definitely need to get another tight end. I feel like the Chiefs need to get a legit receiver. Keep Worthy, but Rashid Rice is good too. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood Brown is good too, but I feel like they just need to give Mahomes a legit receiver. I really think the Chiefs are going to pull some shit like the Patriots did and get Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson going to do what Randy Moss did and go to the best quarterback in the league, like how he went to Tom Brady. And Justin Jefferson going to go to the Chiefs and team up with Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy about that, with Mahomes getting hurt, it's like history repeating itself. What's crazy, did y'all know Tom Brady also torn his ACL in his ninth season as well, and it was against the Chiefs. And what's crazy, he had three rings, just like how Mahomes got 3 rings. So it's like history repeating itself. So if you think the Chiefs dynasty is over, you're crazy as hell. It's just a down year for them. But I will say this, Andy Reid got to stay. He has to stay, which I think he will. I think Andy Reid will stay. But if you think the Chiefs dynasty is over, you're crazy as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that shit with Tom Brady tearing his ACL the exact same year, his 9th year, just like Mahomes just did, bro, it's literally history repeating itself. They both had 3 rings at that time. You know what I'm saying? It's history repeating itself. And that is just so wild and crazy to me, how history is repeating itself with Tom Brady and Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that dynasty is over. It's just a down year. You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought the Chiefs wasn't gonna make the playoffs this year. I at least thought, I said before the season they weren't gonna make the Super Bowl, but if you would have told me before the season started that they weren't gonna make the playoffs at all, it'd be what's their record? 6-8? Shit. Yeah, it's a down year for them for sure. So, hey man, Prayers up to Mahomes. You definitely don't want to see a star go out like that, especially one of the best players in the league. A star quarterback like him tear his ACL. Because just for the being as a fan of the sport, you want to see the best players out there play. It's crazy because it's like bro, this season has been so crazy when it comes to injuries, bro. Everybody and they fucking mama been getting hurt. Like Micah Parsons just torn his ACL too. Like everybody getting fucking hurt. Like, like it's like I said earlier in the season. It's like it's literally gonna be like last man standing, bro. Cause everybody and their mama getting hurt this season, bro. It's crazy as hell. Like, but prayers to Mahomes. I pray he shape back, come back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Just as a fan of the sport, of course. I'm a Texans fan, so shit. We ain't got to go through Mahomes. Well, shit, when we played the Chiefs a week ago, we looked too good on them niggas. So shit, our defense was fucking balling like crazy. I ain't never seen Mahomes look like that. So shit, um, yeah, but man, prayers to Mahomes. Pray as a speed recovery and come back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you think the Chiefs dynasty is over, crazy. You crazy as fuck. But nah, let's jump right into some college football. You know what I'm saying? Of course, college football playoffs start this weekend. You know what I'm saying? The 12-team playoff. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna pretty much just tell y'all who my predict. My give you my picks of this weekend, and also to give y'all my predictions. What I think is going to win it all, win the whole thing. So yeah, so college football, the college football playoffs start this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and just give y'all my picks. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got Oregon being James Madison. That's easy. This Alabama versus Oklahoma game. Oklahoma already beat Alabama early in the season, but I think after Alabama just got their ass whooped from Georgia in the SEC championship, I think Alabama from the bounce back and motherfucking go to Norman and beat Oklahoma. I think Alabama is going to shake back from the SEC championship loss and beat Oklahoma. We got Tulane versus Ole Miss. Of course, Ole Miss. Even though Lane Kiffin, you know what I'm saying, left and went to going to LSU now as their head coach, I still feel like Ole Miss gonna beat Tulane. And that's another thing too. We're gonna see how these G5 games, these G5 teams play in these playoff games. If they get their ass blown out again, we need to have a discussion about letting these G5 teams play in the college football playoffs. Now I understand why this college football playoff bracket was expanded to give the G5 schools and the smaller schools a chance to win it all. But this ain't the fucking this ain't college basketball. This ain't the NCAA tournament, bro. You ain't finna catch a lower seed being the number one seed, buddy. This ain't college basketball to where the 16 seed can be the number one seed or a lower seed team can be the higher seed team. It's not that, bro. This is college football, bro. Normally, the best team is going to win. And it's crazy. There's no way you could tell me that Texas and Notre Dame is not better than Tulane and James Madison. We all know that shit. We all know that shit. So if James Madison and Tulane don't even make it a game at all, man, say we need to have some talks, bro. Because this college football playoff committee, it's like I don't know what the fuck they got going on. Like they don't be knowing what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? So if these G5 schools get blown out in their games, we need to have some discussion going and some rule changes going on to next year for sure. But the most interesting game, Miami versus Texas A&M. That's going to be very interesting. A lot of people saying Miami is the most scariest team in this college football playoff bracket. I mean, shit, I can see why they saying that, but I got A&M beating them at home. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, bro, A&M is 7-0 at home in Aggieland. You know what I'm saying? You got Miami with their good ass defense going against A&M versus their good ass defense. I mean, good ass offense. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a good ass game for sure. You know. But I got A&M winning. I just don't see Miami. This A&M's gonna be the best team they played all year. I honestly don't see Miami going all the way back to Texas because they already lost to SMU at SMU earlier this season, going to Aggieland at their house. And you know what I'm saying, with the 12th man going crazy and being A&M. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening. I could be wrong, but I got A&M definitely beating Miami. Now, my picks to win it all, it's going to definitely be out of Georgia, Ohio State. Georgia looks too dominant. They look too dominant in that SEC championship. I don't. Ohio State, I feel like they're gonna bounce back definitely from that Big Ten loss against Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand Indiana. Indiana ain't no joke for sure. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? Indiana is legit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Indiana. That's where my frat was originated at, Indiana University. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Indiana. But I honestly feel like if Ohio State meet up with them niggas again, which will most likely be in the national championship. I feel like Ohio State could get Indiana, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand Mendoza just won the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Even though this Heisman race this year was probably the most least talked about, least hype Heisman race of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me started with this shit. But yeah, I understand Indiana got Mendoza. You know what I'm saying? They have been the best team all year. They beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. But I honestly feel like if Ohio State meet up with them niggas again in the national championship, I honestly think that they'll catch them. You know, I got Georgia winning all. I think they look at they in the SEC championship against Bama. They look like how they looked in 2021 and 2022. They look too dominant. I think Georgia's going to win it all. But here's the key thing though. Remember last year, every team that had a bye lost. Remember that every team that had a bye lost. So shit, we gonna see how it play out this year because you got to realize, bro, these teams that got buys, they're going a long time without playing football, bro. They're going almost 3.5 weeks without playing football. That's a long ass fucking time. You know what I'm saying? That's a long ass time. So they might be a little rusty. You gotta realize these young niggas, bro. These ain't NFL players, bro. These ain't grown ass man. These young niggas, bro. So it's like the more time they have off, yeah, you getting your rest, but they legs fresh. They young niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be out there playing the game. And you about to play a team that just got done playing the week before. You know what I'm saying? The team they played week before, they ready. You know what I'm saying? They just got done playing football. You finna go against this team that ain't played football in 3-4 weeks. That's a long ass time without no football, nigga. You're gonna be rusty. Cause last year, all the teams that had a bye lost. And this year, the teams that got a bye is Tech, Indiana, Georgia, and Ohio State. So we're going to see how this year play out. But my pick to win it all in the college football playoffs this year is Georgia. I got Georgia winning it all. I think they're dominant. It looks like they're back to their old selves. You know what I'm saying? They look too dominant against Bama in the SEC championship. I could be wrong, but it's definitely either Georgia or Ohio State. That's my picks to win it for sure. You know what I'm saying? Not Indiana. Indiana's legit. Indiana's for sure legit. You know what I'm saying? But I think because they almost lost to Ohio State. So I think they could get got too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Ohio State, if they was to run it to them again, they'll beat them. And I think Georgia could beat them too. I think Georgia could beat them too. I understand Mendoza is the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this year the Heisman was really just on some give it to the best player on the best team type shit. I understand he had that Heisman moment against Penn State, but really this year the Heisman wasn't really all that. I don't even know who the other Heisman finalists are. Let me see who the other Heisman finalists are. You had Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, yeah, Jeremiah Love, Mendoza, Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt, and then you had Julian Sand from Ohio State. Man, I forgot all about the Heisman ceremony. You know what I'm saying? I know when I got home, I turned on the ESPN. I seen Mendoza had won, and I totally forgot about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was not worried about the Heisman. It was the least talked about, most least Heisman race ever. You know what I'm saying? Least hyped up Heisman race ever. And shit, I forgot all about it. I wasn't really even worried about the Heisman ceremony because I was really waiting to came out ready to see John Cena last match. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even give a fuck about the Heisman ceremony. All I was focused on was John Cena's last match. You know what I'm saying? For Saturday Night Live. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of John Cena, we're going to get to that as well. You know what I'm saying? John Cena had his final match of his long 23-year career. You know what I'm saying? Saturday night against Gunther. You know, of course he lost. You know what I'm saying? Gunther made him tapped out. You know what I'm saying? a lot of fans really been talking about, really been mad on the internet saying how Cena lost and how he ended his long career. You know what I'm saying? And people mad on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I grew up a wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying? John Cena was one of my favorite wrestlers ever, you know what I'm saying? I grew up a wrestling fan. Watching that match, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was mad when Cena lost. I was mad as fuck. I'm like, y'all make this nigga lose his final match? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck going on? I was mad as fuck at first, but then I processed it. I was like, yeah, usually all the wrestlers who lose their final match. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair lost his final match. Shawn Michaels lost his final match. Kurt Angle lost his final match. Goldberg, even Stone Cold when he lost to The Rock. Even Stone Cold lost his final match. So when I thought about it, I said, yeah, usually wrestlers lose their final match or their retirement matches, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really tripping on that he lost. I was tripping on how he lost. You know what I'm saying? To a tap out? A tap out? Y'all made John Cena tap out his last match? I ain't never seen Cena tap out, ever. I ain't never seen this nigga tap out, ever. You know what I'm saying? All his shirts, most of his shirts saying never give up. Cena tapping out? That was crazy. And when he tapped out, he did it with a little smile, like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, man, that's how y'all gonna let this nigga end his career? I would have rather at least seen them get pinned or pass out or something, but tap out is crazy when we never seen Cena tap out. That's the craziest shit ever, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I never thought, watching Cena tap out, that was crazy. And man, when Triple H came out there, bro, them fans was booing the fuck out of him. Like, it was to the point to where I started having conversations with our partners. Like, do y'all think what Triple H is doing with making all these scripts and shit, and the fans not liking it, they gonna forget about his legacy as he was as a wrestler? Because man, they was going hard on Triple H when he walked out there, bro. And I can understand it too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like people feel like Triple H fucked up his John Cena's heel run. You know what I'm saying? They say it could have been way better. They say his last run for his retirement could have been way better. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really watch all his last run for his retirement. I didn't really watch all the matches. I only watched the WrestleMania match, and I watched, you know what I'm saying, his final match, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak on that. But a lot of fans are saying, like, Triple H fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. John Cena had a hell of a career. You know what I'm saying? 23 long years, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's going to be very interesting to see how the company and how the WWE is after Cena is officially gone. You know what I'm saying? I did just read some shit that he's going to be an ambassador. So, of course, he's going to be still popping up here and there. You know what I'm saying? Just showing up. Of course, he's not going to be wrestling anymore, but he's going to still be doing appearances, just like how Stone Cold did this past WrestleMania, just appeared, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that. So, of course, that's still going to be happening, but, man, it's going to be very interesting to see what the WWE going to be like now that Cena is officially gone. But, I mean, now that Cena's career is over, let's talk about it. Like, where do we rank Cena all time as the greatest wrestlers of all time? You know what I'm saying? Is he the GOAT? Me personally, I mean, you could say he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? If you say John Cena's the GOAT, that's not a crazy ass statement, bro. You gotta realize, bro, John Cena broke the record of 17 world championships, bro. 17, bro. He has the record of 17 world championships, bro. Me personally, when he won against Cody Rhodes in this past WrestleMania, that solidified it. He the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got the Rocks, you got the Stone Colds, Undertakers, Hulk Hogan's, and I ain't mad at that. If motherfuckers say any of them niggas are the GOATs, I'm not mad at that at all. But if somebody say John Cena's the GOAT, you cannot get mad at that. That's not a crazy statement. This nigga won damn near every fucking championship there is. He won the Grand Slam championship, bro. Like, come on, bro. He did literally everything in WWE. And I think what separates John Cena from from all the other GOATs of wrestling is his longevity, bro. Nigga was on top for 23 years, bro. 23 fucking years. The nigga is the LeBron of the WWE, bro. Literally, bro. The nigga did it for 23 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you cannot take that away from him at all. Like, saying John Cena is the GOAT of wrestling is not crazy at all. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody say Stone Cold, somebody say The Rock, somebody say Hulk Hogan, somebody say Undertaker, really, them really the only ones who who I feel like I ain't gonna argue and say like, oh, they not the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because they all them wrestlers got they. You could make an argument on why they're the GOAT. Me personally, the GOAT before Cena was shit. Really Stone Cold really still my GOAT. Stone Cold, that nigga was a bad son bitch, man. Like Stone Cold was a bad motherfucker, bro. I feel like Stone Cold definitely the GOAT for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Rock is the greatest entertainer of all time. You know what I'm saying? The Rock, when it comes to entertaining and on that mic, nobody's fucking with The Rock, and they ain't even close. When it comes to entertaining, Rock is the greatest entertainer of all wrestling, and that is facts. Facts. That's pure facts. The only thing with The Rock is just The Rock wasn't with the WWE for so long. That's the only thing that I can take away from The Rock, and really can't say he to go because he wasn't there for that long. But I understand why he left, because he became so fucking big. He had to get in these fucking movies, bro. The Rock, man, when it comes to entertaining, bro, nobody was fucking with The Rock. The Rock was the GOAT. And shit, before The Rock and Stone Cold, you had Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he said some racist shit, woo woo and all that. But when it comes to wrestling and what he did for wrestling, that nigga was a fucking icon before The Rock, before Stone Cold, before John Cena, before all these niggas came through. You know what I'm saying? So you can say what you want about Hulk Hogan, but before all them niggas came, that nigga was a motherfucking icon for sure. So my Mount Rushmore of wrestling is Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan did it before Stone Cold and Rock. Then the Attitude Era, Stone Cold and Rock, they was to go to that shit. And then the Ruthless Aggression Era, you got fucking John Cena who ran that shit for 20 plus years. So yeah, those are my goats for sure when it comes to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And you can make a legit argument that John Cena is the greatest wrestler of all time now that he's done with wrestling and just finished his last match this past Saturday. Now, let's get into some NBA, some hoops, you know what I'm saying, some basketball, you know what I'm saying. Christmas right around the corner. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, you know what I'm saying. I've been in touch with the NBA, but I haven't really been into. I really don't get in tune with the NBA until football season is officially over. I might watch a game here and there, but until football season is officially over, that's when I start like paying attention to NBA, sitting watching all the games, analyzing. Because really, after the Super Bowl, that's when All Star break coming. You know, after All Star break, that's when the NBA really start getting serious for it. That's when the playoffs finna start coming up, and that's when teams start playing for their position in the playoffs. But NBA on Christmas, when it comes to NBA on Christmas, when it comes to NBA on Christmas, you know the whole world watching. I always say NBA on Christmas is way better than NFL on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We got some good ass fucking games coming up for NBA, you know, on Christmas Day for the NBA. We got the Cavaliers versus Knicks. We got the Spurs versus Thunder. We got the Mavericks versus Warriors. We got the Rockets versus Lakers, and we got Timberwolves versus Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? The game I'm most excited about. You know, of course, I'm a Rockets fan. You know what I'm saying? That Rockets versus Lakers match is going to be a good one. I think this is the first time Rockets and Lakers playing against each other. You know, that LeBron versus KD matchup. Them niggas getting older, so you know what I'm saying. We don't know when they time gonna be up. So we got to cherish this matchup between KD and LeBron way more than we did in the past. You know what I'm saying. But also the Spurs versus Thunder. That's going to be a very interesting game because the Spurs just beat the Thunder in the cup, and they're going back to play them again in OKC. I think, man, bro, the Spurs is tough, bro. The Spurs is scary, bro. When the Spurs are fully healthy and Wemby playing like he is, shit, you see the Thunder couldn't do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Thunder gonna get them back at home for Christmas because this Thunder team too tough, bro. Like them niggas could potentially go down as one of the greatest teams of all time if they beat or break the Warriors record. You know what I'm saying? I think they only got what, two losses. Yeah, that Spurs loss was made it their second loss. So man, like this OKC team is very tough, but I'm very interested to see that Spurs versus Thunder game. for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I think the Thunder gonna get that get back and beat them. You know what I'm saying? But man, the Spurs is tough, bro. When the Spurs is fully healthy and when Wemby playing like he is, D Fox and them boys, them niggas ain't nothing to play with. Like shit. I'm a Rockets fan, and I wouldn't even want to see the Spurs in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the Spurs match up very well with the Thunder. Like from what we seen last game, the Spurs definitely match up very well with the Thunder. And shit, I really can't say the Rockets matchups very well, even though we did go to overtime and lost by 1 point to them in their first game. But I got to see the Rockets play another game against the Thunder to make my full take to see like if they can match up with the Thunder. But the Rockets have been hooping. KD's been balling. Thompson, Sagoon, all them boys. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep shit rolling and you know what I'm saying, keep shit going. You know what I'm saying? So that we play against the Lakers, definitely going to be tuned in. But for sure, when it comes to NBA on Christmas, that's when everybody is tuned in. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. So, like I said, I ain't been just too in tune with what's going on in the NBA, but I'm definitely going to be in tune for Christmas, and I'm definitely going to start being in tune more because we definitely got to get this content out for basketball. I know I've been touching a lot about football, but hey, it's going to get to a point where I'm just talking strictly basketball because football going to be over. So yeah, I'm very excited. You know what I'm saying? Man, it feel like this episode went by fast as hell. But yeah, we touched on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Talked about college football, talked about high school football, talked about a little bit of NFL, talked about some NBA hoops, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, chat, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to this video. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get them fucking subscribers up, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2026, we're going all the way up. We're going all the way to fuck up, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna be dropping back to back to back on you motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have way more sports content on the way. A lot of sports clips. There's gonna be a lot of shit coming in 2026, man. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to this video. Hope you enjoyed this episode, you know what I'm saying? And your boy, your host, your boy Lance _Bled, he's signing out. So, hey.